What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. I hope everyone had a great 4th of July with their family. I did go ahead and take a day off yesterday. I actually uploaded a video the night before, so not technically. I did still get a play out, and that play did go ahead and hit. So we had another huge day yesterday, which I feel like I'm coming on here and saying every day. So leave a like and comment if you guys have been cashing with me, whether it's the free plays on this channel. If you guys don't know, pretty much the past 2.5 weeks, every single play you see here has been sent out on this channel over the past 2.5 weeks. So I think I've sent out maybe like 17, 18 videos in 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. And we've cashed like 13 or 14 of those videos straight, which is like pretty much as good as you can get, guys. Like, you really cannot get much better than that. As you guys can see, a lot of these are 3x entries, but we also have some 6x entries sprinkled in here too, which is absolutely phenomenal. Every single video you see here, all these thumbnails, you guys will see every single video with a check mark was a video that we have hit, right? So yesterday's video, or 2 days ago, I guess it is, we did hit, obviously, with, who was it? It was Shanks and Hope, and then Canyon. And pretty much exactly what I said was going to happen did happen. I don't mean to, like, I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just saying I know what League of Legends, I know what happens in League of Legends, guys. And I told you guys Gen.G versus AL, they're two very, very good teams, but Gen.G is the best team in the world, and they're probably going to 2-1 AL. That's exactly what happened. They went 2-1, and Canyon gets 27 assists, and Shanks and Hope only get 20 kills. I will say this was also a play that I sent out technically in that video where I said, if you guys sign up for Bovada today, I'm going to be sending you guys a secret play. If it misses, I'm going to give you guys the $25 that $25 back that you put on it. If it hits, then obviously it'll hit and you guys will get the money from an actual entry hitting. And this was actually Gen.G money line, right? Because like I said, Gen.G, the best team in the world, they're going to win this game. And again, they did win that game. So great to see there. So we do hit this here. We had a PGA entry here. A lot of discounts, which honestly, credit to PrizePicks. They've been sending out a lot of discounts. This was the Joey Chestnut discount that I also sent out for free on my Twitter and my free winnable. So I hope you guys lock that in that are just following these free picks. And then we had 3 of these like baseball discounts a couple of days ago. So, again, credit to PrizePicks for sending out these discounts, but you got to hit them at the end of the day, right? And that's exactly what we did, exactly what we've been doing on these discounts, whether it's Taco Tuesday or these random hot dog discounts or MLB discounts, whatever it is. So you guys see I took Otani over, obviously that was the discount, it hits. Bwipo under, that hits. Skewmon under, that does hit as well. And then I took Shanks to go over for this one here. He only misses by 0.5. So again, yesterday we went up between like 8 or 9 units yesterday, which is insane. So if you're like a $25 better, that is like pretty much between $200 to $300 that you would have went up yesterday alone. And as you guys saw, I actually released a like freedom promo code that was 60% off of my 2025 pass. And you guys could have, if you're a $25 better, you would have already paid off like probably 60 to 70% of that with just yesterday's plays alone. And obviously if you did go ahead and purchase that, you would have the rest of 2025, which we still have like, I don't know, 6 months left, or like, I think it's like 180 days when I calculated it. And we still obviously have football season, which is our big season that we're going to go through. We did have some misses too. Like, again, like I don't want to come on here and just say, because I think it's important to set expectations. Even though we've been on an insane run on this channel, insane run on the VIP, guys, it's very positive. I'm getting all these comments. I'm telling you guys, I've been here before. We win long term, guys. Like, look, guys, the last month we're up 81 units in the past 30 days. This is what we did last year. We went up 600 units last year with over like 3,000 bets that we took last year. Again, this is like 200, 300 bets. We're up 81 units this month in the past 30 days at least. And again, this year we're up 119 units so far in 2025. So up like in 6 months, up over 220 units. That means if you're a $10 better, you'll be up more than 2K. $25 better, $5,000, $100 better, you'd be up close to 22 grand, guys, which is crazy. Let me know if anyone's up more than like 5K this year or something like that. That would be insane. But I will say, like I wanted to say, where is it, guys? Right here, guys. Like I do want to talk about like, sometimes the correlation is going to go opposite. When we have plays like this is exactly what I want to see, right? What happened is CFO and T1, CFO actually goes 2-1 to T1. So CFO takes 2 games away from T1. These guys get 47 kills together because they ended up winning 2 games and only lost 1 game. Faker gets 20 because he was on the losing side of these games a lot. And then same here, FlyQuest versus G2. This was actually a very even matchup on paper, but FlyQuest ends up sweeping G2 3-0. So these guys go way over their kills because they won way more games than they were supposed to win, technically, right? But they won 3 games, credit to them, so they get a ton of kills, right? When we see stuff like this is perfect. This is exactly what I want to see. It's just using correlation, and sometimes the correlation is going to hit together. Sometimes the correlation is going to miss together and go red, right? Sometimes we're going to be on the opposite side of the coin, which is really the strategy we use, right? So I want to get that top of mind. And if you're new to the VIP, just know that is what we do. We do correlation. I explained it in the last video, right? Shanks Hope and then Canyon, right? The more that Gen G is going to win, they're going to get more assists, more kills, and then the less that AL is going to win, they're going to get less kills, and that's exactly what happened here. And pretty much this, I just want to say this slip right here is this happened, right? CFO ended up winning, and they got way more kills, and then T1 ended up losing, so they got way less assists and kills. And again, this is what we do every day. Just sometimes it's gonna go together, sometimes it's not gonna go together. Chalkboard is also a really big deal because they're sending out discounts on League of Legends, which, as you guys know, we crush League of Legends. I went over the past performance of the VIP, so let's go ahead and get into the actual entry of the day. We do have Bree Stu to go over 7.5 rebounds, which is actually a really high line for her, but Jonquel Jones is actually out tonight. Actually, it's happening tomorrow afternoon. So the main center of the Liberty is out, so Bree Stewart is going to pick up a lot of those rebounding opportunities. I'm about to get into really the details of why I like her and taking her over rebounds. But then the League of Legends play that I'm pairing it up with is on under 33.5 assists. So I will say, guys, this is probably the hardest matchup to predict in the past maybe 2 weeks. As you guys have seen, we've been crushing League of Legends. We always crush League of Legends. I was honestly preparing for MSI, which is the tournament going on for a long time now, and it's paid off, right? We've been doing very, very well. This is probably the hardest game to determine. These are very even teams. I would say the number 2 in the world versus number 3 in the world. Okay, so we have very, very even teams. Now I will say, let me get out the pin tool because I feel like that was nice. We have BLG, we have T1. I do think T1 is probably going to take this game 2-1. This game is either going to go 2-1 in BLG's favor, so 2-1 to BLG, or it's going to go 2-1 to T1, okay? So these are the 2 outcomes that are likely to happen. Now, I think in either of these scenarios, we have on to go under here because in losses, on actually only averages 5.5 assists per loss, which is very low. So when this team's losing, they do not get many assists whatsoever. And on average in a win, so when he is winning, he gets 13.3 assists. So in the worst case scenario that I think is going to happen, which is a BLG 2-1, I think that he's going to get 2 wins on average. In those 2 wins, he'd probably get right around maybe 26 to 27 assists in those wins. And then with a loss, like I said, he only gets around 5 assists, right? So this is a pretty sharp line. I'm not going to lie. Like, this isn't something where I'm going to come on here and be like, guys, this is like 6 kills off or something like that. But I do think his fair value is right around 32 assists. Also, recently, they've been playing a lot more reserve than they normally do. And T1 is also a very reserved team, right? Also, when they play in tournaments, they play very reserved. They play very safe. And they're not very, both of these teams in tournaments are not very aggressive is what I'm trying to say. So this is why I'm taking him under. I honestly think, if it does hit, he'll probably be around like 31 or 32. So it's going to be a close one tonight. But I do really, really like this line here. And this second play is going to be obviously Bree Stu. And we're going to go ahead and get into why I like her. So main reason is because Jones is out. Okay, so you guys see Jonquel Jones, normally the center of this team, is out. So let's look at the past games where Jonquel Jones is actually out when Bree Stewart is playing. You guys will see all these games that Jonquel Jones is out, but Bree Stewart is playing. She does likely go over here. And in rebounds allowed, the team that they're playing, which is the Seattle Storm, is pretty bad at rebounding, okay? They are 10th ranked out of 13 in rebounding. And you'll see pretty much every time that she plays any team where Jonquel Jones is out, Bree Stewart does actually pick up a lot of that role and does go over in rebounds. Now, if we look over here, you guys will see there are some games where she goes under, but these are against like top 3 teams, right? Top 4 team against rebounding. Right here is top 9, but she gets 7. A top 6 team in rebounding, and then number 1 team in rebounding, which is the Fever this year. But every other game in the past 5 games that Jones is out, except this game versus the Phoenix, she has gone way over this. As you guys see, that she just actually hit a 14 rebound game just the other day versus the Sparks. All right, guys. And again, she is a star player of this team, so she's going to play 35 plus minutes probably, as long as this is a close game. All right, so this is what I'm locking in for WNBA, and this is what I'm locking in for League of Legends, is on under, obviously. I'm trying to maybe clear all this, but you guys see the entry, obviously. If you guys do want to lock in for 2 months, if you guys want to get my VIP for free, the best way to do so is with Bovada, guys. Bovada or better is really what I would push right now. All you have to do is text me the word Bovada to my number right here, and I'll get you guys in for 2 months free, which is absolutely insane. All you're gonna have to do is deposit $25 into Bovada, but I'm going to actually be paying you guys back that $25, so it's like you're spending no money, and you will get that 2-month pass for the VIP. You can do the exact same thing with better. If you want to do better and Bovada and stack both of them together, you would actually get 4 months free of the VIP, which would take you all the way into like the middle of football, NFL, and college football season, which are our best months, guys. So a lot of opportunities to get into the VIP. I don't want to gatekeep it from anyone, because I want you guys to win, and that is the #1 goal of this channel. Again, over the past 30 days, if you're a $10 better, you'd be at more than $800, which is pretty insane to think about, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.